I'm Vanessa Tyler, and welcome to What's Eating Harlem, where we cover the most exciting community in the world. There is so much going on here in Harlem. Let's get started. Expect the unexpected only at Billy's Black. And their mac and cheese, wow. The next, Romare Bearden, Jacob Lawrence, Faith Ringgold could be right here in Harlem. Little artists with big dreams and huge talent, expressing themselves with plenty of paint. Harlem kids getting their hands dirty, but their bodies healthy. Homegrown in Harlem. All of that on this edition of What's Eating Harlem.
Closed captioning supported by Chocolat Restaurant Lounge, 2223 Frederick Douglass Boulevard, Harlem. Everyone eats at the bar at Chocolat. Late night weekend dining too. Chocolat Restaurant Lounge. What's Eating Harlem, funded in part by Cove Lounge. Situated in the heart of Harlem, it embodies the spirit and vitality of its community, delivering a unique blend of cool sophistication and urban edge. Harlem is welcoming a new season, White Truffle Season. Urbani truffles, just 24 hours ago in Italy underground, and put on a plane exported worldwide, just landing in New York, now heading uptown. White Truffle Season is here, and Urbani Truffles is a proud supporter of What's Eating Harlem. Jammin' in Harlem's oldest live dive bar. Paris Blues, live music every night. Owner Mr. Alabama Sam Harglass will make sure you have a ball. Eat, drink, join the party. Harlem's own Paris Blues, 121st and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, 7th Avenue, Harlem, is a proud supporter of What's Eating Harlem. The Groove at Ponte Bistro. Mixing live music with upscale French African cuisine. At the corner of 139th and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, and at their other location in Gramercy Park at 218 3rd Avenue. The food, the fun, it's a party at Ponte. Ponte Bistro, 139th and 7th Avenue, Uptown. Delighted to support What's Eating Harlem. I don't think you're ready for this. Harmonica Sunbeam has sashayed in.
How y'all doing?
Everybody is doing all right because Billy's Black in Harlem, located on 119th Street between St. Nicholas and Frederick Douglass, is that type of place. First of all, the food is delicious and there is always entertainment.
Manhattan, make some noise. Brooklyn, make some noise. Queens, that was rhetorical. I can obviously see there are queens in here.
Loads of laughs and food and drink, which has always surrounded owner Adrian Ferguson from the very beginning.
The beginning actually started at my house in Harlem. I'm a longtime resident, actually born and raised in Harlem.
Hers was a family who knew how to party.
My grandfather's birthday was New Year's Day, so we always had a New Year's Eve party. And as I became an adult, it grew and grew and grew. And in 2002, it grew so big I didn't know at least 75% of the people that were in my house. So a light bulb went off and said, hey, we have to take this someplace else. So thus the restaurant began in 2006, and I named it after my mother, who was part of the party atmosphere that fueled, the name.
Adrian's mom, Billy, whose picture adorns the restaurant, always got the party started. But it was her grandmother who perfected the Southern cooking, and we are all so grateful for it.
A lot of the recipes for the restaurant I actually got from my grandmother. So I kind of got everything honestly.
And honestly, the food is great. Rice, string beans, green and red pepper smothered salmon, grand beef rib barbecue, some potato salad on the side. Or how about sinking your teeth into this? Mac and cheese with salmon, this time done barbecue style. And speaking of Billy's Black Mac and Cheese, it is so incredible. It's not just called macaroni and cheese on the menu, it has a special name.
You are wrong for that.
And you are wrong for that.
The You Are Wrong for That Macaroni and Cheese is a restaurant top seller. People check for it on the menu and come from all over just for this. I had mine with an order of catfish strips.
Our cuisine is Southern with a twist of Caribbean.
Those Southern roots are authentic. When she was a child, summers were on the farm at Grandma's.
Somebody who has had, at least a New York kid, who has actually had the experience of picking collard greens and picking beans and being on a farm, because we actually got shipped down to South Carolina every summer.
Because she learned how to cook in a real Southern kitchen, don't be surprised if you see her in the kitchen now.
In the restaurant business, there is always a time when there is the unexpected. You know, you can be sailing and everything is going great, and next thing you know, you get 20 people or 15 people, and everybody wants to come eat all at the exact same time, and you need it out. So, you know, yeah, I'll make it happen.
What's going on, sir? You all right? So where you from? Talk to me.
What's eating Harlem?
Meanwhile, Harmonica Sunbeam is still working the crowd and working me too.
Okay, Vanessa from What's Eating Harlem cable show is here. All right.
We've done everything here, dance shows to fashion shows to live jazz, entertainment. Tonight, what a surprise, you got to witness one of our actually female impersonators. So it's always something, you know, you have to always think out of the box.
All right, you can call this one the night Adele met Beyonce, okay?
As Harmonica Sunbeam gets the crowd to vogue in Billy's Black, where everyone is family.
The restaurant is named after my mom. And recently I just lost my dad. And Billy's Black will now be, or have an extension of my father being a part of the restaurant.
Downstairs from Billy's Black, a sexy lounge is under construction, named after her dad, Ben. It will be called B Square, another place to party and continue that vision sparked in her Harlem apartment.
But, you know, the biggest compliment that we always get, it always feels like home.
What's Eating Harlem wants to get you involved. You got a story idea? Tell us. Go to our website, what'seatingharlem.com. There you can become a member and sign up to get discounts to some of the places we feature. Remember to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
the genius of our children quietly creating their masterpieces in Harlem. It's a way to bring out what's within.
When I draw, I let all my emotions out. So the color like blue is sadness, and green is like kind of happy but tired, and like yellow, excited, happy, and red, mad, angry.
Releasing creativity, expression, exploration is the mission of the Kids League, and founder Soraya Barbie pushes the kids to reach and grow.
What we do is really just try to get the kids to tap into the power that they have already and expand on that. And we help to guide them to expand their ideas and creativity so that eventually maybe they'll decide they want to be entrepreneurs.
The program instructs in film, fashion, music, sports, health and wellness, and oh yeah, art. This day, they are using the art studio at Harlem Hospital, a space made available to them in the summer. And here, there are flashes of magic.
Everybody's creative. All the kids are really creative in here, so I don't want to take that away from one particular person, but I think that a couple of our kids got next.
Probably grabbing next, 11-year-old Javier Gonzalez. He has been drawing half his life and clearly sees art in his future.
I would like to do gaming art, like make all the characters for the games, because I really like video gaming and I really like art.
One of the things I would say that they had the opportunity to do that we've been so blessed to work with them on is just helping them build their confidence, because that confidence is important. Even if you have the skill, you kind of need a little more than just the skill in order to flourish and become who you're intended to be.
Artist Emilio Ramos allowed the children to put their stamps on his original drawing, just to see what they come up with.
They get really creative with it, and it's pretty cool. It's really cool, especially when they're recreating like a version of my work.
Professional artists guide them. They're even amazed at the results.
I feel I'm here to help these kids expand their minds, expand their horizons, and let them explore like parts of their minds that they usually don't really explore, to keep their minds inspired, like, because here in Harlem, they always usually see a lot of graffiti, and then when they come here, it's something completely different.
children in the dirt, planting, watering, reaping the benefits of a new way of living, digging in for the best for their bodies. Harlem born, Harlem fed, Harlem grown.
All the food in here, all the growing is children. They do all the growing and harvesting. We do all the maintenance, the tilling, the weeding, and all that stuff.
They also do all the eating, along with their families.
Every day we harvest tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplant, everything in the garden, technically, onions. Oh, we planted tomatoes and strawberries and blueberries. It feels good to eat fresh, healthy things.
These Harlem children are so used to eating fresh, healthy food, they actually prefer it.
I prefer eating out here.
Over fast food?
Yeah. I'd rather go to eat here than at fast food.
And they love growing it.
Here we have fresh foods, and you know they're not going to hurt you in any type of way. So when we plant our own foods, we know what's happening to them.
They know what's in their food from the seed up.
The food tastes good because it's healthy for your stomach and your whole body. It gives you more energy.
This mission started years ago when Tony Hillary got a job in a school cafeteria.
I was watching the children in the lunchroom on how they eat, and then I'm listening to this national dialogue that we're having on childhood obesity, healthy nutrition.
Then he looked around his Harlem neighborhood.
There's no access to healthy food. The numbers are staggering. We found 53 fried chicken restaurants in a 3-block radius of this farm right here. 27 pharmacies, and not one place to buy a bunch of kale at affordable prices. It's not so easy for them to go to Whole Foods or Fairway. It has to be education, teaching children what is food, what it tastes like, access, and then affordability.
Thus the roots of Harlem Grown, a nonprofit founded in 2011. Hillary discovered an abandoned field across from a school on 134th between Frederick Douglass and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevards. It's an agricultural summer camp, an education, a cause against food injustice, more than 1,700 pounds of organically grown produce, and these kids reap what they sow.
We have children planting from seed to harvest. Because they plant it, they own it. Then lo and behold, they eat it. And then they're liking it.
I like growing my own food because I know what I put into my food.
Now they've had fresh, they know the difference.
You can tell if they put oil or something in the food without knowing, and something unhealthy in it.
Okay.
But there's more. In another space, a city-owned lot adjacent to the farm, the future.
Now this is truly the future of urban farming.
What appears to be a giant, elaborate science experiment.
So we erected this hydroponic farm in here.
The urban farm uses 80% less water.
We seed our seedlings in these flood tables.
For 7 days, it stays here. Then, when the roots sprout, it's planted.
Where that nutrient-rich water is pumped up through these hoses, and you only water the root of the plant. The root takes the nutrients it needs, passes it down the channel, back into the reservoir. At peak production here, we grow 10,000 vegetable plants a month, and it's all free for our children and our families. What we have left over from that day's harvest, we sell to a local restaurant, either Astero Cafe or Lenox Sapphire on 127th and Lenox. And with that money, it allows us to buy our materials and hire single mothers from the community and pay them a living wage to learn how to be greenhouse managers / farm hands.
Everyone is benefiting, even him. He lost 42 pounds.
2 years later, 42 pounds gone. No more cholesterol medicine, no more high blood pressure medicine. Drug-free.
That's it.
You are what you eat.
And what they eat, the good stuff. Taking home fresh produce every day in Harlem.
If you want to be more healthier, then you gotta eat more healthy foods.
That's all the time we have for now. Join us next time on What's Eating Harlem. I'm Vanessa Tyler. See you uptown.
Closed captioning supported by Chocolat Restaurant Lounge, 2223 Frederick Douglass Boulevard, Harlem. Everyone meets at the bar at Chocolat. Late night weekend dining too. Chocolat Restaurant Lounge. What's Eating Harlem, funded in part by Cove Lounge. Situated in the heart of Harlem, it embodies the spirit and vitality of its community, delivering a unique blend of cool sophistication and urban edge. Harlem is welcoming a new season, White Truffle Season. Urbani truffles, just 24 hours ago in Italy underground, and put on a plane exported worldwide, just landing in New York, now heading uptown. White Truffle Season is here, and Urbani Truffles is a proud supporter of What's Eating Harlem. Jammin' in Harlem's oldest live dive bar. Paris Blues, live music every night. Owner Mr. Alabama Sam Hargrass will make sure you have a ball. Eat, drink, join the party. Harlem's own Paris Blues, 121st and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, 7th Avenue, Harlem, is a proud supporter of What's Eating Harlem.
To become a member of What's Eating Harlem, go to www.what'seatingharlem.com and sign up for special events like wine tastings and food tastings. Also, join us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. If you have any ideas for stories about Harlem, send them to info@what'seatingharlem.com.